There are lots of secret ways that water is working that we don't really pay attention to. Ask anybody where their water comes from when they turn on the tap, and very few can tell you whether they get it from the ground or the surface or it just appears out of the tap. That's an important thing to know. With sea level rise and some of the changes that are happening, we're going to have less and less fresh water. The topography in South Florida, at least, is pretty close to the water table. So we really are ruled by water, whether it's coming up through the ground, whether it's seeping down into the ground, whether it's surrounding us on all sides. And that fresh water is the critical resource that many of us depend upon for drinking, for agriculture, for natural systems, for the health of those organisms that are rare and endemic to this area. So every landscape paving that we have completed, whether it's commercial, parking lots, roads, houses, prevents water from flowing into the land, into the soil, the way it did historically, where it would slowly make its way out to rivers and streams and the bay. Today we've managed it so these impervious areas will force water to be collected in big pipes that are then distributed out to rivers and bays and estuaries in big slugs of untreated water. We call that stormwater. That dramatically changes the nature of wetlands on the land, the timing and flow of water to these natural rivers, streams, creeks and bays, and it affects the estuary because of the water quality. Without any treatment percolating through the land, the water really isn't treated. It gets into these big pipes and then that dirty water comes directly out into our estuaries. We've had experiences here on the Caloosahatchee where water managers will cut off the freshwater flow to the Caloosahatchee in order to provide it to agriculture. And that water then stagnates behind this lock and dam, creating massive harmful algal blooms, which deteriorate the water quality, but they're dangerous for fish and wildlife. They cause harm to manatees and other mammals, and of course humans aren't advised to fish or swim in those waters. You also can't drink that water. So if that's our fresh water supply, it's critical that we do everything we can to protect that and prevent it from getting into that condition. The largest solution for this system is the Everglades. Reestablishing that natural flow out of Lake Okeechobee into the Everglades will take a large chunk of unnaturally high water flow out the Caloosahatchee and the St. Lucie on the East Coast. We can't go back to the way it was, but we can do a better job of managing. This system was built for flood control. Today we recognize we need more than flood control. We need ecological resiliency and sustainability.
Visit the Charlotte Harbor National Estuary Program website